So the universe is asking you to release a job, a environment, or a situation that is no longer serving you. This is like a job or a environment or a situation that is no longer bringing you happiness, and you're being asked to release and surrender it. Lighthearted, carefree time, jug, vacation, kite. This is the second energy I've seen recently about a vacation. You could be going on a vacation. Yeah, happiness reversed. This came out reversed. And major challenge to overcome, mountain. You could be feeling like you're just over something. You're over it with a situation in your life. Maybe a job, an environment. This could even be like a karmic situation you're just fed up with. You may be feeling fearful about leaving that situation. I'm hearing something like, what's holding you back? You need to sit with yourself and ask yourself, what is holding you back from leaving that unhappy situation? Point of view, gratitude, assistance, guidance, understanding. This could have something to do with your point of view. Number 30. You could be being guided actually to leave something behind that's not making you happy. You could even be seeing signs that you need to leave that behind and release it, surrender and release it. Congratulations on your ability to see the positive in all situations in your life. Okay, what I'm picking up for someone, you didn't feel like getting up and going to work and stuff this morning or something like that. There's something that you're dealing with that you know you need to walk away from, or like you're on the verge of walking away from it and you're just like fed up with it or something. Your connection to the divine is powerful and your faith is strong. The universe is encouraging you to keep this positive momentum of a grateful heart in all aspects of your existence. So color activation here is turquoise and white. You could be wearing the color turquoise or seeing the color turquoise or white. Turquoise energy invokes a deep kindness in your soul. It allows you to rise above anything and see the hidden meaning. The color white gives you emotional and spiritual clarity. You could be getting clarity. This reading could even be clarity that it's time to move on from something. Maybe you need to, if you can't like quite move on from a situation right now, maybe you need to just take some time off, take a vacation so you can reflect and think something through, think things through. Decide on your next move or something like that. There could have been some kind of confusion. Yeah, look, split the deck, acceptance, surrender. See, that's the message I was getting. You need to surrender. Maybe you have control issues or something. I can release my need to control. Acceptance, surrender, yeah. It's like you need to accept that that situation is just not for you anymore or something. Worry, you could have been worrying about something. Imagination. Okay, you could be imagining something better for yourself. Imagination. I embrace and nourish the creative aspect of my mind. This could have something to do with creativity. You could be imagining a better future or something like that. Maybe you have something else in mind that you are wanting to do with your life or something like that instead of what you're doing now. Someone's going to be giving you some kind of guidance or assistance or advice or something like that, or assisting you in some way, shape, or form, and you're going to be feeling very grateful. Maybe you're going to see someone else's point of view or something like that. Honesty. You may need to be honest with yourself. Something with honesty. I can't always expect the truth from others, but I can expect it from myself. Okay, let's get one more. You could be purging. I just heard something about a purge. You could be purging something out of your life. Or maybe you need to clear something out of your life, some kind of clearing. I just heard someone like, I'm not happy here. Yeah, change coming out sideways. Someone is struggling with change or to make a change, struggling to embrace change. Maybe the major challenge to overcome is change. Maybe you're someone who doesn't like change. You could be someone stubborn. I understand that nothing can grow or evolve without movement. For someone, I just heard something like someone's trying to figure out what to do next. I just heard something like, don't be confused, honey, the way is clear. I was hearing part of a song. Don't be confused. Maybe the way is already clear for you. Maybe you already have an idea of your next destination or an idea where you're going next. Maybe you have other options or something like that. Reformation. Reformation or Reformation, number 10. Yeah, 10 is a number of change. Top of the deck is rest and accomplishment. Yeah, you may need to take some time to rest, take some time off. Maybe you need to take some time off of work to think through something, think about your options. Solar cycle 10. Reformation. Gather your energy to heal and renew. Keep your energy close to yourself within a tight circle. Love yourself enough to heal properly. Be curious about what needs to go from your life. If necessary, let it go. See, you're needing to surrender, release something, and let it go. something that you know needs to go out of your life. It needs to be gone. The affirmation here is, I am open and responsive to healing and renewal. In order to engage with power and effectiveness after a sustained force of energy expenditure, it is good to slow down and regroup. I call this Reformation. It is the step before rest, because we aren't doing nothing. We're just kind of running ourselves through a checking service. Just like we would annually with a car or an annual health check. This gives us a chance to identify what needs to be jettisoned away from us, such as things that don't work for us anymore, bad habits, even people who don't have our best interests at heart. It makes us lighter, lessens our burdens, and stops negative aspects of our life from snowballing. To do this, we need to be honest and transparent with ourselves, yet loving in our approach. See, this goes back to the honesty. You need to be honest with yourself first and foremost about whatever this is. We can be kind and effective. When we do this, we reform into a being more powerful and more benevolent with greater compassion and reach. The companion stone or metal here is tiger's eye. I just heard something like, someone's like, it's not what I thought. You could be looking at something and thinking like, oh, you know what? This is actually not what I thought it was. I'm actually not happy with something. And that is okay. Don't be harsh on yourself, or take a gentle approach with yourself. Sometimes in this life, we have to go through experiences, negative experiences, come across things that we don't want, just to learn what it is that we do want. It's like contrast. You can only really know what you want by knowing what you don't want first. So you could be in a situation like that. Intentions. You could be in a bad mood today or something like that. Page of Pentacles reversed. I feel like this is someone like you woke up today, maybe in a bad mood or something, or you don't feel like doing something, or you didn't feel like going to work today. You just not feeling it anymore or something, or you're over it. It's possibly your job. It's possibly your line of work or something, career, something like that. Maybe you felt lazy or just unmotivated. Maybe you just don't have the same kind of ambitions and drive for that anymore. So it's coming out like the advice here from the universe is maybe to take a vacation. Ask if you work like a traditional job, ask your boss for some time off and say, you know what, I need some time off. I need to take a little vacation and stuff to get my mind right. Sometimes if you're so accustomed to working so much and not taking a vacation, not taking time off, you get so caught up in that routine and stuff like that. And then when you get a chance to take a vacation, it helps clear your mind. So you can have some time off from work or whatever the situation is, and you could weigh the pros and cons, or whatever it is you need to do. Make a decision. Do I stay or do I go? I feel like it's something like that. Sometimes taking a vacation, you can sit with yourself for a few days, or I don't know, a week or two, and be like, you know what? Am I actually happier now that I'm away from work? Or do I want to stay? So I feel like this could be a situation like that, where you need to take time off of work or take a break from something to help make this decision. Something's just not working out for you anymore, or you feel like it's not working out or something. It's coming out like your intention is for you to not work towards something anymore. You're ready for something else. Emotions, feelings. How does someone feel about a situation? Four of Pentacles reversed. You may be holding on too tightly to something that's no longer serving you or no longer making you happy. With this happiness reverse that came out, you're clearly not happy. You could be worried about your security or money, or you could be playing it too safe with something. Maybe you're feeling insecure. Something's got you feeling insecure or unsafe or unstable. You could be holding on to a job or something because of the money. Because maybe you make good money or decent money or something, and you're afraid, like, oh, what if I leave this job, for example? What if I leave this job, but I like the money. That's the only thing. I like the money, but I don't like the actual job and stuff. You could be feeling unsettled or something like that. But you're definitely feeling like you need to release something. Something's got to go. There's got to be a change. You could be in a cycle where this keeps happening. Like, you keep feeling like you're over something. You don't want to do something anymore. You don't want to maybe work at a job anymore. But then you keep going back to this, like, cycle. Like, you're working throughout the week, for example, and then the weekend comes, and then you're like, you get 2 days off, a day or two off, and you're like, oh, you get to not really think about it too much. But then Monday comes around, and then you're like, back to this again. It's like this energy, like something's got to give, something's got to change. It's like you just can't stay stuck going back and forth with this anymore. Maybe you've been indecisive about this. You may need someone's help, is what I'm hearing. I'm hearing someone like, I need someone's help, or need their help or something. If you're in a position where you are actually needing someone's help, do not be afraid to reach out to that person or people or to someone. Don't be afraid to say, hey, you know what? I need help. Or I need this. I need assistance or a place to stay. I need guidance. I need help. I need help getting out of this situation that I'm stuck in. Don't let pride or ego, I don't want to say pride because, I don't know. To me, pride, I don't look at the word pride like, I don't know. Don't be afraid to ask for help. The material or the earthly realm, how is the material existence affected by the situation? Yeah, and I'm hearing that person, that you have someone in mind possibly that you're going to be asking for help or assistance. That person, they're not going to mind. You're going to be surprised. You may be thinking like, oh, I don't want to be a burden on that person, or I don't want whatever. But you're going to be surprised. There's going to be someone that's going to be like, oh, you know what? No problem. I'm so happy to help you, actually. Okay, the material. Ten of Cups. Okay, this started coming out sideways, so this could go both ways, really. Ten of Cups reversed, but Ten of Cups. So this could have something to do with family. friends, loved ones, people close to family. Something with kids. Maybe you have a family you're supporting and you can't exactly just quit your job or something. Maybe you're going to be calling on a loved one for help, or a spouse for help or something. For someone out there, you are in a position where you literally can just walk away from something, but you're letting your fears, or you're imagining and expecting the worst case scenarios to happen. Like, it's like, where is your faith? It's like, where's your faith? Stop expecting the worst. That's for someone out there. This 10 of Cups is waiting for you. You either have this 10 of Cups, or this 10 of Cups is waiting for you. I just heard something like, for someone, someone's like, I could be in this position right here, this 10 of Cups, but I'm holding myself back. You could be like secretly or low-key or subconsciously holding your own self back. It's like, what is on the other side of fear? There's always a way. There's always a way or another way. There's always another option or something, or there's always a solution. What does someone think about the situation at hand? Okay, I just heard you're thinking you need to leave. This could be a situation where you're thinking you need to leave. Knight of Wands reversed. Yeah, you're thinking you need to leave, but for some reason you're not leaving yet, or you haven't left yet. You haven't left some situation that you're unhappy in yet. But you doing that is making you frustrated. You're getting frustrated. You're starting to get frustrated with yourself. You're possibly thinking about taking action or doing something, but you just haven't done it yet, or I don't know if you just can't get the motivation to do it, or I don't know. Maybe it's something with fear, lack of confidence. Maybe you feel like something else or someone else has control over you that's stopping you. If you don't do something about this, the universe is going to set up a situation where you're definitely not going to have control over it, to where you're going to be pulled up out of that situation. The universe is ultimately going to pull you out of that situation. Going to set things up and people up to do certain things so you leave that situation. Some of you guys are in a situation where you're starting to become miserable. It is really like you're actually not even really stuck. You keep telling yourself you're stuck. Maybe you keep telling yourself like excuses of why you can't be happy or move on or something. The issue, Hierophant. This could be about a marriage, something traditional, a commitment. This could be something to do with a mentor, someone giving you assistance, guidance, someone in church, a spiritual mentor or something, someone religious. Maybe you're getting advice from someone like that. And some of you guys are going to leave your job and become a Hierophant. You're going to be in a Hierophant position or something for some of you. You know that there's better on the other side. Like, you know that there's better. You know what's to come, like, on the other side. But something in you is afraid, or I don't know. Maybe you feel like you're not deserving of it, or it could be subconscious fears. Sometimes people subconsciously sabotage themselves and they... Okay, let's see the outcome or conclusion. Yeah, eventually, death, 3 cups. Eventually, you're going to end out that situation and you're going to be very happy, celebrating. You're going to have support. Someone's going to be helping you or supporting you, and you're going to be so much more happier. It looks like the major challenge here is you overcoming whatever is... It's like you're over here and stuff, and the obstacle or challenge is overcoming to get to the other side of the mountain or something. Whatever's standing in your way, you need to figure that out. I can't even... only you know. Only you know what's stopping you. So take some time out, take a break, take a vacation, ask for vacation time off from your boss or something. And maybe that will help you make a decision, a final decision. Final messages. Wow, trust the guidance you're receiving, and someone, yeah, wow, look. Top of the deck, make a decision. Look, that's what I was saying, the scales. See, and we got the Libra full moon coming up. Libra is all about the justice scales, the scales. Balance, decisions, weighing your option, being objective, being decisive or indecisive. Wow. You may make the decision around the Libra full moon or 2 weeks afterwards. Oh, look. And then look on the other side of the deck is be honest with yourself. All your feelings, even the difficult ones, have a message for you. Accept your truth. Then let source take it from there. All you have to do is be honest with yourself. Accept your truth. Accept the truth. You're not happy in that situation. Make a decision. Are you choosing to prioritize yourself or another in this situation? Accept divine guidance pointing you toward your own joy. You deserve it. Okay, so some of you guys, there's someone new coming into your life. Someone new or something new. An important new relationship is on the horizon. Open your mind and heart so that happiness can enter your life. Some of you guys, it's someone young coming into your life or a child coming into your life. And trust the guidance you're receiving. You're going to get guidance from someone and you're going to need to trust that. You're blessed with a brilliant epiphany. I am also present to clear away your worries so you can trust your divine guidance. Some of you guys, what I just heard, what I'm saying, like, some of you guys are just like, yeah, I don't even know what's stopping me. Some of you guys are thinking to yourselves like, I don't even know what's stopping me from moving on and or whatever, or releasing something. Okay, let's hit the 10 of Cups. Nine of Earth. Okay. Enjoying life's little luxuries. You could need to spend quiet time alone. Maybe you need to spend quiet time alone in nature to think to yourself about what it is that you want. This is definitely a decision. Anybody can give you guidance and you could get advice from anyone. But at the end of the day, you need to spend time to yourself. You have to figure out what you want. What is it that you want? Trust yourself. Trust your intuition. People can tell you all day and night what to do and what you should do and should you leave or this and that. But only you know what is best for you. Only you and the universe, you and God, however you call it. Successful self-employment. Some of you guys, this involves some kind of self-employment. You may be deciding to leave a job, for example, and become self-employed. And if you're thinking about something like that, it's going to be successful. You may be, if you're in a situation like that, you may be afraid of doing something like that and becoming independent. Because maybe you've never done that before. Maybe you're just so accustomed to doing it the traditional way. Relying on a job. Relying on, you don't need to be in fear. The wisdom to accept help from others. You're most likely going to need to accept help from others. Don't be afraid to accept help. Self-employment is here too. Okay, let's get some final messages. Share a laugh with someone. You're going to be sharing, if I can get this card up, you're going to be sharing a laugh with someone. See, after you leave that situation, you end that situation out, you're going to be in this Three of Cups, laughing and celebrating, looking back, laughing like, wow, I was just putting so much stress on myself and overthinking everything. When you get to the other side, you're going to be like, oh my God, I should have left that a long time ago or quit that a long time ago. Okay, the universe is saying another advice here is to hydrate yourself with water. Make sure you're drinking plenty of water. Visualize a situation going exactly how you want it to. So yeah, this goes back to imagination. Imagine the very best case scenario. Negative fear-based thoughts can it creates like a self-fulfilling prophecy. Imagine the very best things happening for you with this, with you leaving a situation. Meditate for 5 minutes. Maybe you need more than 5 minutes, but maybe this is something you need to meditate on. Take quiet time alone to yourself to meditate. List 3 things you are grateful for. And listen to how you speak to yourself. Use kind words. This goes back to what I was saying. Don't be so hard on yourself. Be gentle and have lots of unconditional love and compassion for yourself through this.